What happened to her? What did I do wrong for her to neglect me like this? Why doesn't she respond to my smile the way she always did?
Di mapigilang mainis ni Reiken sa nangyayari. Bakit biglang nagbago ang atmosphere? Kanina lang ay okay silang dalawa ni Athea.
Hey man, is that your girl? She doesn't look okay. Did you guys have a problem beforehand?
Agatakang tanong ng kanyang kaibigan na si Brandon. Nahihiya siya sa mga kaibigan dahil ibinida niya si Athea sa kanila. He wants to establish a good impression of her.
Man, I guess she's jealous of the girl who's on your side. I caught her staring at you with hurt in her eyes.
Ani ni Wayne, which naging disturbing kay Reiken. Meaning Athea doesn't trust him enough for her to feel that way. Kaya nang tumindi ang tensyon nilang dalawa, Reiken told her to meet her outside para mag-usap. He has to settle this issue once and for all. Kaya nang makapasok sila ng kwarto, di niya mapigilang ibuhos ang inis niya. He has so much to think about. Ang pag-aaway nila ni Athea ang pinakales niyang inexpect na mangyayari.
Now that we're alone, care to tell me what happened back there? What's your problem? Just say it to me directly. Don't shut me out like I didn't exist.
Reiken looked at her without batting his eyes away. Ipinakita niya dito kung gaano siya kaseryoso. He can sense Athea is a little frightened, scared, and mad pero di nagpatinag ang lalaki. Ayaw niyang konsentihin ang maling kilos ng babae.
I didn't like the way you acted tonight. If you have a problem with me, we could talk about it privately. Other people don't need to know our issues. After all, it's between us. We're mature enough to handle things, and we should deal with it in an adult way.
Athea is not talking and didn't look at him in the eye. Nasense siguro ng babae ang maling nagawa.
Now, tell me what's going on in that head of yours. Be upfront with me. I can't read your mind. You need to tell me straight so I can understand you.
Wala, naiinis lang ako, masama ba yun? Nang makita ko kayo na magkasama tapos lahat ng tao, kayo lang ang pinag-usapan. Kung gaano kayo kabagay, kalapi at kung gaano siya kaganda, na baka siya ang girlfriend mo. Naririnig ako sa aking mga naririnig at naiirita sa aking nakikita.
Reiken can see how hurt and mad Athea is. Her emotion reflects in her face. Pero pinabayaan niyang ilabas ang galit nito. He wants to get into the bottom kung bakit ito umakto ng ganun.
She is always by your side. You two keep lapping together. Sino ang di may irita at may inis nun?
In short, you were jealous of her.
Ang bubuko nito sa babae, but Athea denied it. Napapalingo lang si Reiken. As usual, women always stray to Denny even it shows. They are hard to please.
So what's the issue then? Why are you mad at me? Did you see me openly flirting with her? Did you see me kissing her or doing anything inappropriate in front of you or everyone else? Do you feel I disrespect you in any way?
No. But she's always with you and you're dancing with her.
So, you're upset just because of that? She's the daughter of the company's former owner. Tonight was also about welcoming her and honoring her father's legacy. I danced with her so I could dance with you later without making it obvious in public. You said you wanted us to keep things discreet, right? This was your rule. If you're jealous of her, why are you taking it out on me? You should have talked to me first before acting like that. It was childish, you know? You could have held yourself together and said all of that once we were alone here in our room. The way you handled it distracted me from what I was supposed to be doing back there. I'm a busy man. I've got a lot of things to do. Your jealousy should be my least worry tonight. I was pissed, I'll tell you that. My mood was ruined as well. I have many guests and clients who need my attention. I have a job to do, but I set that aside for you.
Rangkang wika ni Reiken sa babae, letting her know that she is his priority, but he also a person with lots of responsibilities.
So, the bottom line in all this attitude is just jealousy. Yes or no?
Nahihiya man pero tumango ang babae, nagseselos talaga siya kanina, no reason to deny it anymore.
So tell me, how would I solve this issue? I want this to over and done. What do you want me to do? What do you want to hear from me?
Reiken knows that all of these are just petty issues. He knows Athea just wants validation for her emotions and reassurance from him. Di man nagsasalita but he can feel she wants to talk, nahihiya lang.
I'll be straight with you. When I say I love you, I mean it, and I show it, meaning I don't need anyone else. But if I ever lose my feelings for you along the way, I'll be honest and tell you directly. I won't make you believe in something that's not true. Do you get it?
Intindi nito kay Athea. Ayaw niyang mangyayari ito uli in the future. This is how he handles things at dapat maintindihan yun ng babae.
Are we good now? Can we move forward from this?
Final na tanong ni Reiken as he go near to her side to hug her. Tumango ang babae, Pero bigla itong umiyak na nagpataranta sa lalaki.
Why are you crying? I thought we were okay already.
I'm so sorry, I feel so stupid. Nagsiselos kahit walang enough na dahilan. I got you mad. Naperwisyo ko pa ang lahat ng plano mo today.
Come here, let me hug you. I am sorry if I made you feel jealous. I was worried a while ago when you didn't smile and talk to me the way we are. I was distracted. Because I love you, I would always prioritize you. Please remember that.
With that they hug and kiss. Tapos na ang kanilang di pagkakaunawaan.
Why did you cry?
Iwan na dala lang ako sa aking emotion. I am sorry kung sa tingin mo I don't have trust in you. I am kaya lang natabunan ng sari-saring emotion at insecurity.
It's okay, I understand. When you're emotional, it's hard to see things logically. You'll insist on what your emotions dictate. I'm sorry as well if I was harsh with you earlier. I just wanted you to see my point. I don't want us to keep going in circles with this issue. It will keep happening if it's not addressed properly. Are you okay now? Come, let's go outside. I want to introduce you to my friends. They came here just to meet you. They're excited to know you.
Pagkasabi niya nun kinabahan si Athea bigla. Nahihiya siya sa mga ikinilos kanina at na-pressure na rin dahil sa dahilan ng kanilang pagparito. Nisense ni Reiken ang hesitation ng babae.
Hey, don't overthink it. They've been my friends for a long time, and we treat each other like brothers. They know about you through the things I've told them, which is why they're excited to meet you in person. They understand how you acted earlier because most of them are married, and they know how women react through their wives. So come on, they're all waiting for us.
Ipinakilala si Athea ni Reiken sa lahat ng kaibigan. Doon niya nalaman how his friends covered Reiken para lang may sayaw siya. Yung biglang magdim ng lights sa event at biglang switch ng partner are part of their plan, para di halata that Reiken wanted to be with her at may sayaw siya that night. Humingi siya ng pasensya sa grupo sa kanyang ugaling ipinakita, pero lahat yun naintindihan ng barkada. They bond for a while then nagpaalam na si Athea dahil she is really sleepy. It's late already. Sinamahan siya ni Reiken sa kwarto. Pagdating sa room nila, Athea cleaned herself at nagbihis ng pampatulog. Bigla siyang napaisip. Akala niya matutulog siyang mabigat ang loob, stress at di tahimik.
Hey, what are you thinking?
I thought I was going to sleep tonight with heavy feelings. But I just realized that nothing beats falling asleep with a peaceful mind and heart, in the arms of the man you love. Reiken, I treasure this. I appreciate you in my life. Thank you for waking me up, putting everything in place, and for securing my emotions with your love and support.
I agree with what you said. Living in peace is what we need, and that's priceless. Remember, you have no reason to be jealous. My eyes are set only on you. You are the woman I vow to protect and love in this lifetime. We may be in a complicated situation right now, but that's only temporary. We have goals, and those goals are to live happily, without judgment, in peace, and be accepted by everyone. We'll get married soon and build our own family. I promise to stick to that plan.
Lahat ng sinabi nito pumuno sa pagkatao ni Athea. How lucky she felt to have found this beautiful beast by her side. She may have a lot to learn about him, but she trusted her instincts. This time, she knew she had found her man, the one worth fighting for and deserving of her emotions. Early morning, she woke up feeling good. Today she planned to bond with the guys at ipaghahanda nila ito ng pagkaing Pinoy. Reiken planned to have a picnic sa indoor pool nila. Nasa ganung ayos sila ni Leslie nang tumunog ang phone nito, and it was George calling Leslie at sinabing naroon ito sa apartment niya. Kaya binigay ni Leslie ang phone sa kanya.
George, ano ba ang kailangan mo? Akala ko ba malinaw na sayo ang sinasabi ko? Wala kang pakialam kung uwi ako dyan sa bahay o hindi. And since dyan ka na ata namamalagi, baka di na ako uwi dyan.
Athea naman, I am just worried kasi di ka na umuwi. Leslie said nagbakasyon daw kayong dalawa.
So, anong pakialam mo kung magbakasyon ako? Do I need to ask your permission? Bakit masama ba ang mag-enjoy? Saka bakit you keep calling Leslie regarding MY whereabouts? Can you just live on with your life? Please stop calling us.
Athea turned off the call. Wala na talaga siyang amor kay George. She doesn't feel anything. It's like he never existed in her life. They're in a different dimension now. Napansin ni Athea that Walt is into Leslie. Palagi itong nakasunod sa babae, at kinukulit ito pero Leslie ay naiirita sa lalaki. Kinikilig siya sa bangayan ng dalawa. She also dreamed that Leslie will find her man soon. But it seems Walt is a playboy, baka masaktan lang din ang kaibigan. She opened up the issue kay Reiken.
Babe, all we can do is pray for them. Waltz is a good man. That's something I can vouch for sure. He's a playboy, but has experienced heartbreak. He was once married, but the relationship ended in divorce, and since then, he hasn't believed in love. He's our biggest critic when it comes to love, getting serious, and talking about marriage. But I know that once he finds the right woman, he'll change. And now, I see that happening with Leslie.
Magkapareha lang pala sila. Leslie has been in a long-term relationship with his boyfriend and has become engaged. A day before their marriage, nahuli niya ang lalaki na may kaulayaw na ibang babae in their apartment. That makes Leslie become an ice-cold princess. She hates playboy kasi yung guy is a ladies' man.
Babe, everyone has their own time. We just need to find the right person to settle down with. Me? I was a playboy too, I admit it. I spent my younger years with different girls, but I never saw any of them as my partner. I never believed in love before, but look at me now. I'm completely in love with you, and I won't look at anyone else but you. We go through heartbreak to prepare us for life and to realize that someone out there is meant for us. One major setback shouldn't be a reason to give up. It should serve as inspiration. Life is full of mystery, and its depth is hard to define, just like love. You have to experience heartbreak to truly understand its meaning. You have to face hardships to value your life and appreciate your existence. One thing I can tell you, I would never change the way we met because I believe we found each other at the right time. You came into my life when everything was falling apart, and yours as well. I was there to witness your breaking point. We lifted each other up, and now we've found love in each other's arms and a home in each other's hearts. All of this is part of life's beautiful mystery.
Parang sinilihan ang kanyang puso sa sobrang kilig upon hearing Raiken's words. Kinabukasan laman sila sa usap-usapan sa buong kumpanya. Dahil silang dalawa ni Leslie lang ang nilapitan ng bisita ni Raiken, at lahat mga gwapo. May iba na naiinggit, ang iba naman ay kinikilig para sa kanya, dahil nakasayaw si Raiken. Lunchtime nasa opisina siya ni Raiken, dahil sabi nito, sabay silang magla-lunch sa loob. Nagchikahan sila ni Layla tungkol sa party. Sinabi niya dito ang worry niya baka kakalat ang issue na isinayaw siya ng boss.
May balita na ganun kasi alam mo naman everything about sa boss natin ay hot topic. Kahit ilan lang ang nakakita, lalaganap talaga yon. But don't worry na agapan na yun ni Sir, saka parang normal lang na isayaw ka ni Sir, dahil nasa grupo kanila at nag-exchange partner pa.
They are in that conversation nang biglang dumating si Lois. She walks like a model at sobrang sexy pa ang damit pero ang mukha ay parang lalapan ng tao.
Where's Raiken? At andito ka pa rin. Hindi ka talaga umalis kahit pinagsabihan ka na. Hanggang ngayon pinagpipilitan mo pa rin ang iyong sarili. Ang lakas ng apog mong manatili dito ho.
Nabigla si Athea sa galit na ipinakita nito kay Layla. Para bang matagal na nitong kilala ang sekretary ni Raiken. Ang mga mata ay parang nanlilisik pa kabaligtaran sa maamong mukha nito.
Ma'am Lois, huwag ka pong mag-iskandalo dito. Nagtatrabaho lang ako ng marangal.
Marangal? Marangal ba yung kumabit ka sa may asawa na? Di ba tinanggal ka na sa trabaho? Bakit naging sekretary ka ni Raiken ngayon?
Tinawagan lang po ako kasi kailangan ni Sir Raiken ng sekretary na mas alam ang pasikot-sikot ng trabaho dito sa office. Bago pa lang siya dito.
Asya naman ang bibiktimahin mo. Ang huhusutan mo ng pera. I want you to resign, kundi ipagkakala ko ang pagiging kabit mo sa aking ama. Ingnan natin kung sino ang mapapahiya.
Banta nitong Saad. As Athea look at Layla, she can see fear, pain at pagkahiya sa mga sinasabi ni Lois. Di mapigilang makialam si Athea.
Ma'am Lois, mawalang galang na, pero di naman po tama na pagbantaan mo si Layla. She is just doing her work. Kung ano man ang kasalanan niya in the past, labas ang trabaho niya dito. And who are you to question me? Magkaibigan ba kayo? Bakit ka narito? Isa ka rin ba sa gustong nasilo si Raiken? Oh, remembered now, ikaw pala yung isinayaw ng mga kaibigan ni Raiken, and he also danced with you. With what happened in the event, are you now dreaming na mapansin niya? That someone like him will spare a glance in the likes of you.
Ay insulto nitong sabi sabay ngiti. Nagpantig ang ulo ni Athea sa narinig pero she hold herself. She doesn't want to cause a scene, whatever she do, will affect Raiken.
Ma'am, may respeto kami sa aming sarili. Di mo kami kilala ng personal. Dahan-dahan naman sa mga bintang mo. We are just working here diligently. Working pero nanlalandi. Iyan ba ang bagong modus nyo ngayon para umanga?
Tumaas ang boses niya sa kabumukas ang door ng office. Niluwas si Raiken at isang executive. Kaya biglang naging tahimik ang lugar.
What happened here?
Naggatakang tanong ni Raiken. He saw Athea and Layla holding each other at may takot pa sa mukha. Di ito nagustuhan ni Rayken.
Rayken, wala namang nangyayari. I just ask your secretary kung nasaan ka at kung bakit siya andito. As far as I know, pinaalis na siya ni Dad sa work before. I wonder bakit narito pa siya and being your secretary.
Sinungaling na babae. She is the exact definition na don't judge the book by its cover. She looks innocent but venomous ang ugali, mapanlin lang. Kung kanina para itong leon na umaatake, ngayon parang maamong tupa sa harapan ni Rayken.
What's wrong with that? She excels in her field. Who are you to question my decisions, and why are you here? I don't remember asking for your presence here.
Napapangiti si Athea dahil supalpal siya kay Rayken. Para na rin silang nakaganti ni Layla. Pero lumapit ito sa lalaki at umakla ang kamay sa braso nito, pero tinakwil ito ni Rayken that made her smile.
I just want to invite you to have lunch with me. I saw a newly opened restaurant nearby.
I'm sorry, but I already had lunch during the meeting. I still have a few things to finish, and I prefer not to be disturbed. So if you'll excuse me. Athea, please follow me and bring the documents I have asked for.
Biglang nataranta si Athea sa sinabi ni Rayken, but when she realized na alibay lang yun ng lalaki to get away with Luis, dinampot niya agad ang file na nasa mesa ni Layla at sumunod sa lalaki. Nakita pa niya ang pagsimangot ni Luis.
I'm sorry the meeting takes longer. You must be very hungry already. Come on, let's eat.
Okay lang, nakapag-snack naman ako kanina. Are you that close before kasi kung makahawak siya sa'yo, mukhang may pinagsamahan kayo.
Napapangiti si Rayken sa tanong ng babae. He knows she is fishing some information at nagsiselos ito.
Nope, but I saw her once when we were still young. But we haven't had a connection since we were living abroad. I can't even recall her face.
After their lunch bumalik agad si Athea sa trabaho. Then she suddenly received a call from her mom. Nagtataka siya dahil bihirang tumawag ang mga magulang sa kanya. Halos siya mismo ang tumatawag sa kanila. Upon talking, na-shock at nanlalata siya sa balita dahil dinala pala ang ama sa ospital dahil inatake sa puso. Agad nagpaalam si Athea sa mga kasamahan at nag-early out. At nagpaalam din siya kay Rayken para di ito mag-alala.
What happened? You look restless. Can you relax a bit?
Nakita pala nito ang kanyang pag-alala, kahit di siya magsalita. Lately iniiwasan talag niyang makipag-usap sa mga magulang baka makaalam pa sa kanyang pinagdaanan, pero ngayon na may nangyari, nagsisituloy siya bakit tiniis ang mga ito.
I need to go to the hospital now. Isinugod ang aking ama sa isa sa mga hospital dito, dahil inatake sa puso.
That's terrible to hear, babe. Come on, let's go. I'll go with you.
Rayken, alam mo naman ang sitwasyon natin, di ba? Di ka pwedeng makita ng pamilya ko, dahil walang alam ang parents ko sa tunay kong kalagayan ngayon. I am sorry kung di kita pwedeng isama.
Yeah, I know, no worries. I just want to accompany you. Be with you in this situation. Maybe there's something I can help you with.
Pagdating sa hospital, dumistansya si Rayken kay Athea but secretly eyeing her. Nakita niya agad ang older brother niya nasa labas ng ICU. Nang magkita sila, he hugs her and signal na sa loob ang ina nagbabantay sa ama kaya pumunta siya sa loob ng room. Tinanong ang ina sa nangyari.
Iwan basta na lang tumawag ang mga tauhan niya sa shop na biglang nawalan ng malay, kaya dinala namin sa hospital dun sa probinsya. Binigyan ng pangunang lunas, pero sinabihan kami na dalhin dito kaagad kasi kulang ng kagamitan dun.
Nakita niya ang kaawa-awang porma ng ama, maraming swerong nakasabit sa katawan. Pero di niya napansin na tinitigan na pala siya ng ina.
Anak, buntis ka ba? Bakit di mo sinabi sa amin?
Marami lang nangyari, ma. Nitong nakaraan, kaya di ako nagkataon na sabihin pa sa inyo.
Tinitigan siya na maigi ng ina, pero di na nagsasalita. Nasa public hospital kaya overcrowded, maraming pasyente sa loob. Lumabas siya para hanapin ang kapatid pero wala ito kaya she looked for Rayken to update him. Nang makita agad nitong tinanong ang kalagayan ng ama, and hugs her that gives her comfort. Knowing may karamay siya sa ganitong masilang sitwasyon, ay nakakatulong para marelats ng kaunti.
Nasa ICU pa, under observation. Sabi ni mama he needs to undergo heart surgery. Pero hinihintay pa nila ang doktor na dalubhasa sa kanyang kaso.
Babe, I don't want to impose, but this place seems overcrowded. He may not be entertained here nicely. Would you mind if I suggest we transfer him to a private hospital? There, he would be estimated properly and attend all his needs.
I don't know if my parents will approve, knowing the expenses of the private hospital these days.
It's on me. No worries, babe. I'm your family now. What's yours is mine. I can't just stand by and watch them in this situation when I know I can help. Just tell them it's your expense, so they won't ask questions.
Rayken has a point. With his connection mas mataas ang chance maligtas ang ama which is yon ang pinakamahalaga. Dahil dun sinubukan niyang kausapin ang ina. As expected na roon ang pag-alala, pero nakumbinsi niya ito. Dahil sa sinabing siya ang sasagot sa gasto. Agad inaasikaso ang papers at ang pag-transfer. Raiken had arranged everything kaya pagdating sa private hospital diretso na agad. May kinuha itong magandang room para may privacy sila. May mapahingaan ang pamilya while waiting sa operation. The room is big with complete amenities kaya sigurado siyang comfortable ang pamilya ni Athea sa pagstay sa hospital. May doktor na nakamonitor sa ama.
Stop worrying, okay? He's gonna be fine. The hospital has top-notch facilities and the best doctors to take care of him.
At this point, she deeply appreciates Raiken's presence. Someone who can ease her mind, bring her comfort, and lighten her worries. Not just in the financial aspect but more importantly, through his physical and emotional support. She's truly happy he's there with her. Kinabukasan maagang pumunta si Athea sa hospital. Siya muna ang magbabantay para makapahinga ang ina. Raiken drops her at nagpadala din ng pagkain at grocery na kailangan ng pamilya. He also leaves his driver para may mautusan si Athea at ipag-drive kung saan ito gustong pumunta. While watching sa ama, biglang bumukas ang pintuan. Akala niya ang kapatid but it was George.
Athea, I heard from Leslie last night that Papa was confined here, kaya tinawagan ko si Mama kung saan kayo na hospital. Kumusta na siya?
Yes, inatake siya sa puso at waiting na lang kami na maging stable ang vital signs niya for operation.
Kumusta ka na? Matagal ka nang di nakauwi ng bahay.
A-divert nitong kausap at napapaismid na lang si Athea sa naririnig. Dumistansya sila sa ama baka marinig pa nito ang usapan nila kahit ito ay tulog.
George, pati ba naman dito you'll bring that issue? Can you give me a break? Kita mo naman that we are in difficult times.
Nag-alala lang kasi ako sa kalagayan mo. Di ka na umuwi dun. Di na kita nakikita.
I am okay, George. You don't need to worry. I'm with Leslie.
One of the reasons kung bakit ayaw niyang makausap si George dahil nagigilty siya for always pushing him away. Ramdam kasi niya that this time George is serious na magkabalikan sila and to take care of her. Di na niya kayang ibigay ang hiling nito. The feeling isn't the same. She doesn't want to prolong the agony. Kaya mas gustuhin niyang di ito makikita at makakausap. Nakita ni Athea ang kapatid na lumabas ng CR. Binati ito ni George at casual silang nag-usap. The whole time George was in the hospital di niya ito kinausap. Until nagpaalam ito na alis na. Ilang sandali lumapit ang kapatid at seryoso itong nakatingin sa kanya. Kaya bigla siyang kinabahan nang sinabi nitong gusto siyang makausap sa living room.
Athea, di sa nangingialam ako sa buhay mo pero kapatid kita. May sasabihin ka ba sa akin? Bakit mo itinago ang iyong pagbubuntis?
Mas lalong kinabahan siya dahil sa tono nito. Kilala niya ang kapatid kung gaano ito kastrikto katulad ng ama.
Nakita-kita with the other guy kahapon. Di lang ako nagsasalita pero base sa aking nakita. I know there's something sa inyong dalawa, and I also heard your conversation with George. What happened between you two? Are you having an affair with that man?
Rumihistro ang takot sa mukha ni Athea. The way he asked, it was like he already knew her situation and just wanted confirmation. And she knew she couldn't hide the truth from him.
Kuya, huwag mo sana akong husgahan. You don't know my story yet.
Napapaiyak niyang wika sa harapan ng kapatid. Ang kapatid ang kanyang tagapagtanggol simula noon, kaya masakit para sa kanya kung sila'y di magkaunawaan.
Then magsabi ka sa amin ng katotohanan. What happened? You know that we can't tolerate infidelity.
Athea decided to tell him the real situation, kasama ang storya nila ni Raiken. Nakita niya kung paano kumuyob ang mga kamao ng kapatid at alam niyang nagtitimpi ito. Di niya alam kung para sa kanya ba or kay George.
I am sorry kuya, kung binali ko ang ating sakramento. Nagmahal lang ako sa lalaking nagbigay uli ng kulay ng aking buhay. Siya ang sumagi sa akin mula sa pagkalugmo. Dahil sa kanya nakabangon akong muli at nakita ang halaga sa aking sarili.
Ganun na pala ang pinagdaanan mo sa kamay ni George. Bakit hindi ka nagsabi sa amin? Bakit hinayaan mong walang hiyain kanya ng ganun?
Dahil ayaw kong magkagulo pa ang ating pamilya. Alam mo kung gaano ka-close ang ating pamilya sa kanila. Problema namin at ni George kaya kami ang magre-resolba.
So, boss mo yung lalaking kasama mo? Siya ba ang gumastos dito sa hospital kaya nakapag-transfer tayo sa isang private na hospital at nakastay sa isang mamahalin na room?
She just nods at him. Alam niyang ma-pride ang kanyang pamilya lalo na ang kanilang ama. Kaya di niya alam kung may intindihan nila ang kanyang ginagawa.
He just want to help kuya. Hindi daw niya maatim na tingnan lang ang kalagayan natin kung may magagawa naman siya. He is a generous man.
Di nagsalita ang kapatid, kaya kinakabahan siya. He just looked at her, trying to analyze what she had confessed. In this point, gusto lang niyang may isang kapamilya na makakaintindi sa kanyang sitwasyon, dahil hindi basta-basta ang kanyang haharapin.
Kuya, I already filed the annulment. George knows about it and so his family. I am just waiting na ipatawag kami ng korte para sa hearing. Desidido na akong mag-move forward at bibigyan ko ng pamilya ang aking anak, kahit itakwil niyo ako.
Gaano ka kadesidido, Athea? Alam mo naman ang stand ng ating mga magulang pagdating sa pamilya at kasal. Paano mo yan mapaninindigan? Lalo na that George doesn't want to let you go.
Kuya, ipaglalaban ko hanggang sa huli ang karapatan ng aking anak na magkaroon ng buong pamilya. At ang karapatan kong lumigaya. Matagal na din akong nagtiis. Ayaw kong magsisi sa huli, dahil lang sa takot akong mahusgahan. Para saan pa ang kasal kung walang respeto, pagmamahalan at katahimikan?
Gaano ka kasiguro na ang lalaking yan mapapanindigan ka hanggang dulo? Gaano ka nakakasiguro na mahal ka at walang sabit?
Sura ko kuya kasi hinanak niya ako at gusto niya kaming makasama. We vow to be honest to one another at na-meet ko na ang lahat ng mga kaibigan niya. He will help me with the annulment. Sa kanya ko nakita at naramdaman kung paano mahalin at itrato ng tama. He is even willing na maging kabit ko kabila ng kanyang status sa buhay.
Then gusto ko siyang makilala ng personal, Athea. Ako mismo ang kikilatis sa kanya. Kung siya ang tamang lalaki sa'yo o hindi. Call and tell him to meet me today, dahil hindi ako mapalagay sa sitwasyon mo lalo na buntis ka sa iba at nakatali ka pa sa asawa mo. What if George will find out? Saan ka pupulutin after? You put your reputation at risk kung kakasuhan ka niya.
Kinakabahan si Athea pero alam niya ang ugali ng kapatid. May isang salita ito na di na mababalik. Kaya tinawagan niya si Raiken to inform na alam na ng kanyang kapatid ang kanilang relasyon at gusto siyang makausap nito. Agad naman pumayag ang lalaki. Raiken reserve a place where the two will meet. Nakahinga na maluwag si Athea sa respond ni Raiken. Pero kinakabahan dahil ang dalawang lalaki ay mahalaga sa kanya at parehong may prinsipyo at isang salita. Though they were civilized people, pero handa siyang ipagtanggol kapag naagrabyado. Sa kabilang banda, kinakabahan si Raiken nang sinabi ni Athea na kakausapin siya ng kapatid. He is her family, much as possible, he wanted their blessings, kaya he will do everything para makuha ang simpatya nito. Nasa isang restaurant na siya naghihintay sa kapatid ng babae. He made sure na may privacy ang lugar at makapag-usap sila ng maayos. Sanay si Raiken makipag-usap ng mga kilalang tao at closing big business deals pero ngayon pa lang siya kinakabahan. Maybe because this meeting is important to him. It involves his future, his loved ones. Nang dumating ang inaasahan, agad siyang tumayo at sinalubong ang lalaki. He extended his hand as a sign of respect at nagpakilala. Tinanggap naman nito ang kanyang kamay. With that masasabi niyang may pinag-aralan ang kausap. The guy looked at him intently, para bang binabasa ang kanyang pagkatao, and Raiken never backed down on his gaze to show him that he is a man ready to take responsibility. He signals him to sit down and order their food.
I have a hint why you want to see me. Whatever it is, there's only one thing I can tell you. I love your sister, and I am ready to stand by her. Fight for her no matter what happens in any way I can.
Panimulang saad ni Raiken to break the silence while waiting for the food. Pero patuloy pa rin ang sukatan ng kanilang titig. Raiken understand him, he is the brother ready to protect his sister, which he admired the most.
Alam mo na may asawa siyang tao at kapag lumabas ito, pwede kayong makulong. Hahayaan mo ba na abutin yun ng aking kapatid? Ang danasin niya ang pagkahiya at pagkasira ng kanyang dignidad.
Nope, the last thing I'd ever do is put your sister in a difficult situation. I take all the blame just to protect her, but that doesn't mean staying silent is the right thing to do. When we got into this situation, they were already separated. He made the mistake first. He had already abandoned her. I've already asked my lawyer to process her annulment, and I'll do everything I can to help her be free. Because that man doesn't deserve her.
Di nagsasalita si Robert, pero matiim siyang nakikinig kay Raiken.
We are both in love and fully committed to this lifelong journey. I'm willing to face everything just so we can be together and turn our dreams into reality. We have a little one on the way who will need both our love and care. Your sister and our child are my top priorities, and I will do whatever it takes to keep them by my side.
Sa sinabi mo, asahan ko na di mo pababayaan ang kapatid ko. I will take your word as a vow. Di ako sang-ayon sa ginawa niyo, pero narito na tayo sa sitwasyong ito. As her brother kabutihan at kasayahan lang niya ang hangad ko. Kaya you both had my support and approval.
With what Raiken heard, di niya mapigilang mapangiti at maging emosyonal. He stand up to embrace Robert. Sobrang saya niya that someone is in their side. Naiintindihan sila.
Thank you so much, bro. This means a lot to us, knowing that you understand our situation. All I can say is, you won't regret trusting me.
Heads up lang, di madaling kausapin ang aming mga magulang. Ako, I understand lalo na may batang involved, but my parents are strong believer the sanctity of marriage, especially my dad. He's a faith leader in our community, and my mother is a school principal. Both of them are into morals, you know the old school ways. Ang ginawa ng kapatid ko ngayon ay labag sa kanilang paninindigan. I just hope that strong kayong dalawa sa haharapin yung pagsubok. I am on your side. Not because mayaman ka kundi I see the sincerity and genuine love for my sister. Yun ang mahalaga sa akin. Susubukan kong i-cover kayo hanggat this situation isn't resolved.
Raken smiled at him genuinely. Robert's approval and support are enough for him. Kakayanin nila ni Athea ang lahat basta magkasama sila. He already vowed na di siya bibitaw kahit anong mangyayari. Di mapakali si Athea sa kanyang kinauupuan hanggat di niya nakikita o nabalitaan kung ano ang nangyayari sa pag-uusap ng kapatid at ni Raken. Both guys are important to her. Nasa ganun siyang pag-iisip nang biglang dumating ang ina na galing sa ICU at sinabing gising na ang ama, kaya pansamantalang nawaglit ang alalahanin sa dalawang lalaki. Nagtungo sila kaagad sa ICU. Pagdating sa room, nakita niyang nakabukas na ang mga mata ng ama, kaya agad niya itong kinamusta. Ngumiti ito sa kanya ng bahagya. Labis-labis siyang nagpasalamat sa Panginoon dahil dininig ang kanyang dasal. Dumating ang doktor nito at iniksamin ang ama. The doctor confirmed na ligtas na ito at pa-recover na pero mariin silang binalaan na iwasan ang mga bagay na makapagdulot ng stress dahil pwedeng mag-trigger uli. His heart is still weak.
Ma, ano bang dahilan kung bakit inatake si Papa? Di ko alam na may history pala siya ng heart problem.
Dati nagpa-check na kami kasi nahihirapan siyang huminga. Barado ang ugat dahil sa kolesterol, kaya naglilaw siya sa karne. Naglinsing at halos gulay na ang kinakain. Naagapan ang problema. Pero nitong nakaraan, stress siya dahil sa bagong tayong shop. Nalugi kasi dahil yung pinagkatiwalaan niya ninakawang kita. Kaya yan sa health niya bumagsak.
Nalungkot si Athea kasi habang may pinagdadaanan siya, may problema rin pala ang mga magulang. Di man lang niya nagawang tumawag or mangumusta dahil busy siya sa sariling emotion. She suggested na wag na ituloy ang bagong shop para iwas problema sa ama. Total lahat sila okay na sa buhay. Nasa ganung pag-uusat sila nang dumating ang kapatid. Upon observation wala naman itong pasa or bakas ng pisikalan. Kaya di niya mapigilang itanong kung ano ang nangyayari. Naroon pa rin ang kaba niya.
Just relax, nag-uusap lang kami man-to-man at okay siya para sa akin. Sana nga matupad niya ang pangako niya sa akin at sayo.
Nabunutan ng tinik sa dibdib si Athea. Sa ganung usapan she knows okay na sila ng kapatid. Sana nga tuluyan na nilang matapos ang problema at ma-accept ng mga magulang ang relasyon nila ni Raken. Kinagabihan din niya mapigilang itanong kay Raken tungkol sa pag-uusap nila ng kapatid.
Sorry, I can't tell you. It's between me and your brother. Just a man-to-man conversation. All I can say is, we've got his support.
Sa narinig, naging kampante si Athea. At least nabawasan ng kaunti ang kanilang alalahanin.
Babe, your parents may not like our situation. It's going to be a tough fight for us. But promise me, we won't give up. Let's do our best to make them understand our relationship and why we ended up in this situation. Above all, we want our families to be with us on this journey. I know I can convince my parents. No problem with them. Let's focus on your family first. Let's do it step by step, okay?
Athea admired Raken in his choices and firm decisions. She knew she can rely on him.
If I'm a man with no balls, we could just escape from this. I can bring you to the state and have our marriage registered there. But we are responsible people. Running away doesn't solve the problem. We have to face it now, no matter how hard it is. After all, we want to live in peace, right?
Ang puso ni Athea ay napuno ng galak. Mas lalo siyang naging matapang ngayon na harapin lahat dahil kasangga niya ang lalaking nagbigay ng lakas para lumaban. May meaning ang kanyang ipinaglalaban. Di niya mapigilang halikan ang lalaki na puno ng alab. She wants to show the man how grateful she is to have found him. Raken respond her kisses full of passion, uttering love and promises.
You don't know how much I love you too. It's more than words can explain, more than the physical touch we've shared. It's a deep emotion, one that even carries a fear that someday you might let go of me. And I couldn't take that, because you've become my strength. You're already here, etched in my heart. I've already built a dream with you.
O Raken, I will stand by you kasi mahal kita. Higit sa naibigay mong kasayahan sa akin. You give me assurance sa lahat ng bagay. Ay di ko sasayangin ang ganitong pagkakataon na ibigay ni God sa akin. I believe ikaw na ang destiny ko na makasama habang buhay. Kaya pangako I'll be with you all throughout.
Isang araw Athea is doing her work pero inaantok talaga siya. Kahit anong gawin niya para mawala ang antok, pipikit talaga ang kanyang talukap then her telephone extension ring. It was Raiken at pinaakyat siya sa office nito, kaya she shouted sa kasamahan na pinatawag siya sa taas. Lately, di halata kung palagi siyang umaakyat sa executive department dahil head na siya ngayon, parte ng kanyang trabaho to report sa taas. Pagdating sa office, she asked kung ano ang kailangan, only to find out na ang couch nito ay may blanket at unan na nakalatag, at pinagdikit ang dalawang upuan to make a bed. Raiken hold her and signal to lay down kaya tumalima siya kaagad dahil sa labis na anto. After a while, her sleep was disturbed when she heard someone yelling outside. She looked around, but Raiken wasn't there. Inayos ang sarili then went outside. Naaktuhan niyang sinabunutan at sinampal ni Luis si Layla. Umiiyak na ang babae, kaya inawat niya ito. Walang sino man ang may karapatang saktan ang kapwa-tao. Dahil sa pagsita niya, siya naman ngayon ang pinagbuntunan ng galit at sinabihan na pakialamera.
Bakit ka nasa loob ng opisina ni Raiken? Nilalandi mo siya ano? Kahit buntis ka na nakuha mo paling manglandi. Ma'am Luis, wala po tayo sa palengke or sa arena para mag-away. Nasa trabaho po tayo at trabaho lang ang ginagawa namin.
Mas lalo itong nagali sa kanya at pinagbantaan na alisin sa trabaho. Si Layla naman ay dinuro at binantaan na sisirain ang buhay kapag di nagresign sa trabaho. Athea suggest na isumbong nila kay Raiken ang ginawa ni Luis.
Wag na Athea, mas lalong lalala ang problema kapag pinatulan ko pa siya. Hayaan na natin, ayokong malaman ni Sir, nahihiya ako. Naintindihan ko naman kung bakit galit siya sa akin. Sinira ko ang pamilya nila.
Paano ka na-involve kay Sir Perez? Di naman sa hinuhusgahan kita, pero ang taas kasi ng edgy gap nyo. Maganda ka, bata pa. May pinag-aralan tapos di ko akalain na mambabae si Sir kasi ang alam ko matino siyang lalaki.
Mabait siya at matino kaya ako na in love. Di ko akalain na mahahalin ko siya dahil na rin siguro sa pinagsamahan namin at naawa dahil his family never cared for him. Sa laki ng age gap namin di ko yun alintana because he showed me a genuine love and care that I never felt from anyone. Totoo pala that love can make us blind. Handa akong magsakripisyo, tanggap kahit itinatago. But now that he got sick, siya na mismo ang humiling na bitawan ko. At magsimulang muli, hindi ko na siya nakikita, kahit masakit I accept kasi yun ang hiling niya. Mahal niya ako, Athea, pero hanggang dun lang kami. He wants me to move on para di na ako guluhin ng kanyang pamilya. Siya mismo ang nakiusap kay Sir na kunin ako sa trabaho.
Napanganga si Athea dahil may ganun palang storya si Layla. Like her she found love pero nakatago. After work, Athea dropped at the hospital.
Anak, ang sabi ng doktor pwede na siyang lumabas bukas, pero every now then kailangan pa rin siyang i-monitor, kaya pabalik-balik pa kami dito for check-up. Basta iwasan lang daw ma-stress siya, para tuloy-tuloy ang paggaling. Napagkasunduan namin ng kuya mo na dito muna kami sa Manila, mag-stay, para di-hassle sa check-up. Kuya mo ang babalik sa probinsya, para asikasuhin ang kabuhayan natin dun. Kapag dun sa atin, baka ma-stress lang siya, kapag naalala ang show. George offered us na dun muna mag-stay sa bahay nyo, habang nagpapagaling ang papa mo.
Napatulala si Athea sa narinig. How could George decide na di siya in-inform? Athea has no choice but to nod. Wala sanang problema kung di siya inunahan ni George. Pwede niyang idahilan na nasa malayo si George, habang nagpapagaling ang ama. Ngayon palang nakikita na niya ang problema. At di rin niya pwedeng sabihin ang totoong sitwasyon nila ni George, sa kalagayan ng ama ngayon. Di alam ni Athea kung paano sasabihin kay Raiken na sa bahay muna siya titira, at kasama ni George. She was caught in the middle. Di niya napaghandan ang ganitong sitwasyon. Kinagabihan while on the way to sleep, Athea tried to explain Raiken her current situation.
So, it means you two will be together the whole time your parents are here? You will act like a couple in front of them.
Ngayon lang naman love, habang nasa delikado pang sitwasyon si Papa. When he fully recovered dun pa natin pwedeng ipaalam ang tungkol sa hiwalayan namin ni George. We can't risk his condition. You trust me naman diba?
Babe, I did trust you. It's him I don't trust. He used the situation to get closer to you. And now he's using your parents to turn the whole thing to his advantage. I'm also really worried about you in your current state. I just wanted to be there in the duration of your pregnancy.
I know and I am sorry for putting you in this situation. But for now, we need to sacrifice a bit.
What can I do, babe? The situation is already there. and the last thing I want is to add to your worries. So take it easy and let that man know you see through his plan. He brought up the issue on purpose, just so you'd stay with him.
Kinabukasan sumama si Raiken kay Athea sa hospital to pay the bills for discharge. Di sila magkatabi para umiwas sa pwedeng makakita. Raiken instructed the cashier to keep his identity hidden and put Athea as the billing payer. Pero nung paakyat na sila sa floor ng mga magulang, George came in kaya dali-daling dumistansya si Athea kay Raiken, buti na lang di ito napansin. Sumabay pa si George sa kanya sa elevator. Raiken stand at the back of Athea and hold her waist. George stands beside her. Athea hold Raiken's hands para pakalmahin ito. Alam niyang nagtitimpi lang ang lalaki.
Bakit ka ba nandito, George? You don't have business here. Di ba busy kang tao?
Ngayon daw lalabas sila papa at mama. I want to help sa pag-transfer nila.
Pagdating sa room ng mga magulang, kaagad sinalubong ng mama niya si George at masaya silang nag-uusap. Nakita niyang nakatingin lang si Raiken sa kanila na nasa labas. She saw the different emotion that registered in his face. Mainggit sa kanyang mga mata at naawa siya sa lalaki. She mouthed sorry at ngumiti ito sa kanya then umalis na din ang lalaki. Hinatid lang siya nito. She texted him.
Love, I'm sorry. Please hold on. We'll get through this. We just need to make a few sacrifices. I know how you're feeling right now. And believe me, the last thing I want is for you to feel that way.
It's okay, babe, I understand. I just wish that someday we can be that open too, that I can talk to you freely, even with your parents or other people around. And you're right, we just need to hold on. No worries, just take care of yourself. Okay? I love you.
Nasasaktan si Athea para kay Raiken. Pero wala siyang magagawa dahil napakakomplikado ang kanilang kalagayan. After nakapagsettle ang pamilya sa bahay nila, Athea decide na mag-grocery dahil walang stock sa bahay. George offered na samahan siya. Umayag siya dahil gusto niya itong makausap. Sa kanilang pamimili, pinabayaan niya itong kunin ang gustong bilhin. Ito ang nagdadala sa cart at kinausap ito after mabili ang kailangan.
You know we haven't experienced this before. Went to a grocery together. Saka ko nalaman na masaya pala gawin yun. Doing small things is fun.
Tama ka, nakaligtaan nating gawin ang mga bagay na simple pero mahalaga. We forgot the reason bakit tayo nagsama in the first place. Pero diyan ang gusto kong pag-usap natin, George. We had passed that level. Too much happened in the past at di na natin kayang ibalik pa yun.
Hindi na nga ba, Athea? I am willing to go back to the basic para sa rewind ang nakaraan natin. Di ba most couple undergo some hard times and still upon to us kung paano natin yun resolbahin. We can just let go of our wedding vows at pinagsamahan. We can compromise. I am willing to start from the sketch. Handa akong maghintay para lang mapatawad mo.
Sa sinasabi nito parang piniga ang kanyang konsensya, kasi lahat ng sinabi ni George ay totoo. Madali lang sana kung walang ibang involved. Their situation now is too complicated. She felt guilty.
Athea, matagal ang pinagsamahan natin, nangarap tayo ng sabay. Di ko naman binabaliwala ang aking nagawang kasalanan, at handa ko yun pagbayaran sa anumang paraan. Just give me a chance, please, para maibalik ko yung tiwala mo sa akin. Di kita susukuan lalo na at magkakaanak na tayo.
Di mapigilang mapaluha si Athea kasi parang siya na ngayon ang may mali. George is fighting for their marriage and she is the one letting go. Ano ang magagawa niya kung ang dating kinang ay wala na? Wala na siyang natitirang pag-ibig nito, nikilig wala na.
George, di ko alam kung paano ko ipaliwanag sa'yo ang lahat. All those things happened in the past, kinalimutan ko na. In fact, pinatawad na kita. Pero di ko maibibigay ang gusto mo, kasi may nagbago na. I have changed katulad mo nung nagbago ka. Ganon din ako ngayon, hindi ko maalala ang tungkol sa atin. Mahirap kung pilitin natin ibalik ang nawala na. Mas magkakasakitan lang tayo. Just move on, George, and forget about me. I am happy now this way.
Akiusap ni Athea sa lalaki. This time, she let go of her pride and spoke from the bottom of her heart. She wanted him to understand her side.
Now that my parents are in the house at wala silang alam sa sitwasyon natin, gusto ko mang sabihin pero di pwede because of Papa's condition. We will remain as it is for time being pero hanggang dun lang yun. Hanggang sa harapan lang nila. We cannot act the same cause things are changing now.
Kung yan ang desisyon mo, okay. Pero di kita susukuan gaya ng di mo pagsuko sa akin nun. Kung bakit di tayo na-annulled kaagad. Kasi di mo yun binigay sa akin. Nakipagmatigasan ka sa time na gustong-gusto kong lumayo sa'yo. And now, I find my way back at ikaw naman ang lumayo. Ganon din ang gagayin ko sa'yo. I will fight what we had. I will fight kung ano ang meron tayo dati.
George, we will just keep on fighting kung ipipilit mo pa rin ang sa atin. I want peace between us, Yung amicable settlement na sinabi mo noon. Yun din ang gusto ko for us to move on.
Athea, I made my decision at di yun magbabago. Tayo na baka mag-alala pa ang mga magulang mo kung bakit tayo natagalan.
Gustong umiyak si Athea sa labis na frustration. Bakit ganito kahirap ang laha? Pagdating sa bahay, di niya ito kinausa. At tumambay sa backyard para ilabas ang inis. Nakita niyang umalis si George dala ang sasakyan. Kaya tinawagan niya agad si Raiken. Gusto niyang ilabas dito ang kanyang hinaing. Agad naman sinagot ng lalaki ang kanyang tawag. Nang marinig ng lalaki na sumisinghot pa siya. Raiken wanted to have a video call, kaya pumunta siya sa tago na lugar para di makita ng mga magulang.
Babe, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Tell me everything.
Me and George had talked this afternoon while doing a grocery. I told him that I want an amicable settlement between us. I want a peaceful exit in our marriage, pero nagmamatigas siya. He wants to fight for me the way I fought for him before. He wants us to stay together. At nasasaktan ako kasi ngayon parang ako ang may mali. Ako yung masama dahil sa pagbitiw ko sa kanya.
Raiken just listened to her intently. Hindi kumukurap ang mga mata at pinabayaan siyang ilabas ang kanyang galit.
He brought up the essence of marriage. That what we had now is just a test and it's temporary. That's all marriage gone through some rough patches. At di ko man lang masabi sa kanya kung bakit I can't go back to that marriage. All I could say is di ko na siya mahal and that I have changed. Pero ayaw niya pa rin akong bitawan.
Babe, listen to me. He's playing mind games with you. He attacks you emotionally because he knows that's where you're vulnerable. But you have to be strong, for us and for yourself. Don't let his words get to you. I'm asking you now, do you want to be with me? Are you willing to go through this difficult situation, even if it means going against everyone, including your family?
Yes, mahal kita and I want to be with you.
Are you happy being with me? Be honest.
Yes, sa'yo ko natagpuan ang totoong kasayahan, seguridad at assurance.
Then fight for us. Don't let him persuade you. Don't let him play you. Remember, you have me through all of this. I'm right here behind you, but I'll give you the space and the right to decide for yourself. I don't want to pressure you, but that doesn't mean I'm letting you go. No, I would never do that to you. Breathe, okay? Calm yourself. Don't let this situation wear you down. Remember, it's not good for you to be stressed. Think of our little one.
Athea followed Raiken's instruction para maging relaxed. Then nagpaalam ito dahil he is in the middle of a conference meeting pero sinagot pa rin nito ang kanyang tawag. Doon niya nakita kung gaano siya kaimportante sa lalaki. Handa nitong iwanan ang mahalagang bagay para sa kanya. With that nagkaroon siya ng lakas. She should fight for their love, their family and for their future together. After the call, Athea's brother came at kinausap siya. Naririnig pala nito ang usapan nila ni Raiken.
Kuya, masama na ba ako kung di ko matupad ang vow sa aking kasal? Masama ba kung kaya kong talikuran yun? Nagkasakitan na kami ni George ngayon. Sa totoo lang sobrang sakit ang pinagdaanan ko sa kanya last year. Sobrang wasak talaga ako. Kinain ko na ang aking pride. Nagmamakaawa at kinalimutan ang sarili. Bumaba ang pagkatao ko. But surprisingly, lahat yung mga sakit bigla na lang nawala when I met Raiken.
Maprinsipyo ang kuya niya, pero may malawak na pag-unawa. Ang kapatid ang kanyang tagapagtanggol at taga-sermon kapag may nagawang malinong bata pa sila.
And now things are going the same. Nagkabaliktad naman kami. I have done what he had done before. Now I understand him kung bakit niya yun nagawa sa akin. He just fell in love with someone and fell out of love with me. I feel so guilty towards him. Feeling ko ang sama ko ngayon kasi di ko kayang ibigay yung gusto niya at tuparin ang pangako namin sa aming kasal noon.
Athea, marriage is sacred. Tama ka, kailangan mong panindigan ang anumang pangako nyo sa isa't isa sa harap ng Panginoon at sa tao maski sa batas. Sa panahon ng problema, may isa sa inyo ang nagpakatatag at di sumuko sa inyong kasal at ginawa mo yun. I condemn the act of cheating, but if you're not happy, then what's the point of the marriage? As your brother, I won't tolerate your affair if the child you're carrying is George. I myself would separate you from Raiken. But he's the father, isn't he? So, I understand your decision to let go. You just want to give your daughter the family she deserves. All I can say is, whatever your decision is, nasa likuran mo ako. I trust your perspective. Sa lahat ng ito, base your decision sa kung ano talaga ang naramdaman mo. Kasi dun ka maging lubusan na masaya.
Athea hugged her brother tightly. Sa kanya siya kumukuha ng lakas ngayon at ang usal ng dasal na sana makayanan niya lahat ng darating na pagsubok. It's been days na palagi silang patago kung mag-uusap ni Raiken. They do video call pero nakamute kung nasa bahay. Ang importante they see each other. Simple silang nagkikita sa office, nagdadala ng mga report as alibay. Minsan itinaon kapag malapit sa lunchtime to have lunch together so that no one will notice. One time Louis came habang sila ni Layla nag-arrange ng mesa para sa lunch nila ni Raiken. Agad kini-question ng babae ang presensya niya.
Why? What's wrong with having lunch together?
Baliwalang sagot ni Raiken kay Louis. Ang ending silang apat ang sabay kumain. Louis dominates the conversation, pero sinagot lang siya ni Raiken ng bahagya. Nakita pa niya that Raiken lost his appetite kasi maliit lang ang nakain. Kinahapunan Athea was ready. Hinihintay lang niya na umalis ang lahat ng employee dahil Raiken wanted to have alone time with her somewhere pero dumating si Jackie informing na nasa lobby si George naghihintay sa kanya.
Sinundo kita kasi nakapag-promise ako, kina mama, and papa na magbonding tayo together with them.
Bigla siyang nataranta. Di alam ang gagawin cause Raiken is waiting for her and George said her parents are waiting sa bahay para daanan nila. Di rin niya pwedeng paghintayin ang mga magulang. She called Raiken regarding her situation nang mapunta sa toilet room. Rinig pa niya ang buntong hininga ng lalaki.
Promise babawi ako sa'yo next time. He just caught me surprised with this. Di ako maka-reason out. I am sorry.
Well, I have no say on that. As you said, it was unplanned. I'll just go home directly or stay here in the office doing some work.
Athea could hear the disappointment in his voice. She felt guilty because she had seen how happy he was while planning their getaway. Since tomorrow was Sunday, he wanted to spend quality time with her. Nasa mall sila when she received Raiken's message asking kung nasaan sila. Athea told him their location at sinabing papunta sila ng restaurant para kumain. Ilang minuto ang nakalipas habang nag-order ng pagkain, dumating si Raiken kasama si Louis. Di maipinta ang selos at pagtataka sa mukha ni Athea, habang tinitingnan ng palihim ang dalawa na ilang mesa lang ang pagitan sa kanila. Then nakita sila ni Louise at lumapit sa kanila, kaya walang nagawa si Athea, kundi ipakilala ang bagong dating sa mga magulang at ni George.
Hello ma'am and sir, I'm Raiken Reagan. Nice to meet you all.
Pagpakilala nito sa mga magulang sabay lahad ng kamay for handshake. Maluwag naman nila yun tinangga. Nagalak pa ang parents niya to meet him.
Hala anak, foreigner pala boss mo at mukhang mabait pa.
Ma, Pinoy din yan dahil Filipina ang ina. At nakaintindi ng Tagalog.
Napahanga ang ina sa lalaki. After introducing each other Raiken decide na bumalik sa kanilang mesa. Di alam kung anong gagawin ni Athea. Will she invited them to join in their table or pabayaan na lang? Ayaw niyang maging awkward ang lahat. Maayos na nagpaalam si Raiken sa kanila.
Siya ba yung sinasabi mo dati hon na natatakot ka na baka palisin ka sa trabaho, just because you are pregnant?
Totoo ba yan anak? I think he can do that kasi may batas naman tayo protecting women. It's normal to have a child.
No mamabai siya. He advocates women working. Natakot lang ako that time kasi new management. Nag-worry at nag-overthink. But all are good now, na-promote pa nga ako. Mas naging maunlad ang kumpanya namin ngayon dahil sa kanya.
Sa tingin ko mabait naman ang boss mo anak. For him to introduce himself to us kahit employee ka lang.
Bihira lang magkomento ang ama at masaya siya, dahil yun ang obserbasyon nito. Marunong kumilatis ang ama ng tao. Habang kumakain si Raiken with Louis di niya mapigilan ang sarili to look at Athea's family. They look happy. Di niya mapigilan na mainggit. How he wish sila ang magkasama. Siya yung kausap ng mga magulang, talking while enjoying the food. Just be happy spending time with them. But now, all he could do is to look at them discreetly.
I chose this path, so I have to accept and endure it, no matter how painful it is. I'm the other man in her life.
Athea decided na mag-CR to call Raiken pero di pa siya nakatawag. Louis came.
Gwapo din asawa mo ho. Alam ba niya na nilalandi mo ang boss mo? Ma'am Louise, ano ba talaga ang kailangan mo? Bakit feeling ko pinag-initan mo ako? Dahil ang isang katulad mo ay di mapagkatiwalaan. Magkapareho kayo ng friend mo na malandi. Mahilig kumabit. Wala kang alam sa buhay namin ma'am. Di mo kami lubusang kilala. Wala kang karapatan pakialaman at husgahan kami. Bakit di ang sariling mong buhay ang iyong pakialaman? Baka sa kakatingin mo sa iba lumalambas ka na sa dapat mong kalalagyan. Baka sarili mo ang iyong tinutukoy na malandi.
Ay insulto niyang sabi kay Louis at napatanga ito. Nilayasan niya agad ang babae. Aguwi ni Athea sa bahay. She sent Raiken a message. Humingi ng pasensya at di man lang niya ito naimbitahan sa mesa nila. Raiken understand her. Athea also asked kung bakit naroon sila ni Louis. Raiken told her that Louis invited him to have dinner kaya ginamit niya yon para makita at makilala ang pamilya niya ng di halata. Nahabag naman siya sa kalagayan ng lalaki.
Babe, I don't know how to get on the night without you, but the thought of you and our little one gives me strength.
Athea was lying in bed, magkatabi sila ni George, pero malaki ang space sa pagitan nila. Nalala niya ang nakaraan nila. They used to be close, sweet sa isa't isa, pero bigla lang nagbago at ngayon para na lang silang stronger sa isa't isa. Nitong nakaraan she witnessed kung paano siya suyuin ni George, may pa-flowers, nilutuan ng pagkain, hinahatid sa trabaho at pilit niya itong inaayawan dahil na guilty at ayaw din niyang masaktan si Raiken. Kung sana walang iba baka kaya pa niyang bumalik sa dati. Pero wala na Tuluyan nang nakuha ng iba ang damdamin niya at di na kayang ibigay sa dating asawa. Di niya namalayan that she cried at nakita yon ni George.
I am sorry George, I truly do. So sorry kung di ko na maibalik ang nakaraan natin. I will be forever sorry to you.
Tama na, di mo kasalanan. Ako ang unang nagkamali at pinagsisihan ko yun ng labis.
Kinabukasan ibinigay niya kay George ang letter na galing sa korte. Nakapag-file na siya ng petition to nullify the marriage and submitted the required documents. Ang natanggap nila ngayon is an invitation from the court for collusion hearing for both of them. At dapat nilang siputin yon for the annulment to push through. Nagtataka si George sa papel na binigay niya at binasa yon ng lalaki. Athea saw the pain in George's eyes.
Di ka na ba talaga makapaghintay? Itutuloy mo pa yun. Mahirap bang bigyan mo ako ng pagkakataon na makabawi sa'yo? Athea, grabe ka naman, ganyan ka na ba katigas? Have you not seen my effort to win you back? Bakit kailangan na madaliin mo ito? I can accept that. I already told you that I will fight for our marriage.
Sigaw pa niya at tinapon ang envelope sa sahig at narinig ng mga magulang ang sigawan nila. Binuksan ni George ang pintuan habang umiiyak at nakita yun ng mama niya ang eksena. Napapaupo na lang si Athea sa kama at nanghihina ang mga tuhod.
Anong nangyari sa inyong dalawa? Pwede naman kayong mag-usap na masinsinan
Ma, gusto na niyang makipaghiwalay sa akin. Masama ba na ipaglaban ko ang aming kasal?
Anong hiwalay? Teka, ipaliwanag niyo nga kung ano ang nangyayari. Sino ang makipaghiwalay?
She already filed the petition to nullify our marriage at yan ang katibayan. Pinatawag na kami ng korte. I cannot do this, I need to go somewhere.
Athea, ano ito? Paki-explain. Bakit kayo maghihiwalay ni George? Paano kayo umaabot sa ganito? Akala ko ba maayos ang pagsasama nyo? Magkakaanak na kayo Di ba matagal nyong nang hinihintay yan, tapos ngayon kayo maghihiwalay?
Ma, di kasi nyo ako naiintindihan
Di ko talaga maintindihan kung bakit abot kayo diyan sa hiwalayan, kung pwede naman na pag-usapan nyo ang problema. Kita mo naman, George is fighting for your marriage, and you should do the same. Act like a woman, Athea, magkakaanak ka na ngayon, wag puro sarili ang isipin mo.
Panenermon ng ina at di siya nakapagsalita. Paano niya ipapaliwanag ang kanyang kalagayan?
Ano ang ibig sabihin na narinig ko?
Galit na boses ng papa niya ang umagaw sa kanila. Mas lalong siyang kinabahan kasi ka-recover pa lang niya galing sa atake. Kapag ito ang nagsalita, walang makapigil.
Walang maghihiwalay, pag-usapan niyo yan mag-asawa. Nung nagpakasal kayo at nagdesisyon na lumagay sa tahimik, wala kayong narinig galing sa amin. Huwag niyo akong bigyan ng kahihiyan, Athea. Pinalaki kita sa tama at may paninindigan. Kaya manindigan kang gayon sa pinasok mong obligasyon.
Firm na saad ng ama at kapag ito ang nagdesisyon, walang makakabali. Naiwan si Athea na lupaypay, di alam ang gagawin.
Bakit di nila ako maintindihan? Di naman ako nagdesisyon na basta-basta lang. Matagal ko itong pinag-isipan. Di lang ito tungkol sa aking sarili, kundi para sa aking anak.
Athea decide na umalis ng bahay. She get her bag at susi ng sasakyan. She dialed Raiken's number kasi para na siyang masuffocate sa sobrang sakit ng dibdib. Ang luha niya ay nag-unahan sa pagdaloy. Nasa highway na siya when Raiken returns her call. Kinamusta siya kaagad pero nang marinig ang hikbi ni Athea at horn ng sasakyan, he sensed something is wrong.
Are you currently driving? Athea, pull over somewhere. I will get you there and open your GPS. It's not good for you to drive when you're emotional. Please calm down and wait for me somewhere.
Agalala nitong wika sa phone. Nang makakita ng way to pull over, she did stop. A few minutes after she saw Raiken's car and stopped by her side. Dali-dali siyang pinuntahan sa car.
Are you okay? Tell me what happened.
Inilahad ni Athea ang nangyari habang umiiyak. Raiken tried to pacify her at inaalalayan siyang lumabas sa kanyang sasakyan, but Raiken saw something.
Babe, you have blood in your dress. Let's go to the hospital right now.
Raiken, ang babi natin, baka mapaano na.
Just calm yourself, okay? Do you feel anything? Do you feel dizzy?
Lumingo siya Athea, kinakabahan para sa anak nila. Raiken dialed her doctor at sinabi ang kanyang sitwasyon. Buti naman at everything is okay. Nagspotting lang siya dahil sa stress at sobrang emotion. The doctor recommends bed rest kaya dinala siya ni Raiken sa penthouse nito.
I am sorry, love. Naging careless ako. Bigla akong naging emotional.
Just stop talking. You might break down again. Let's face the situation one step at a time, okay? Don't force anything. Your health is my priority, so please calm down. Everything will be all right soon.
Raiken hugged her tight, giving her the comfort she needed. Sana ganun siya kakalma at ka-broad-minded mag-isip sa sitwasyon ngayon. Ito ngayon ang nagbigay sa kanyang ng safe haven, her solace during dark times. Raiken looked at Athea as she slept. She'd been emotionally drained these days, he could see it in her eyes. Kaya, he didn't force her to be with him, or to talk about the annulment issue. He didn't want to add to her worries.
All I can do is support you, because I know you're struggling. You're a good woman. That's why you're in pain. You're trying to weigh everything, thinking not just about me, but also about your family's feelings, and even your ex's. That's why I promise to stand by you always.
Bulong niya while caressing Athea's face. He missed being with her this close. Nasa ganun sinakalagayan nang makatanggap siya ng tawag galing sa sekretary.
Sir, marami pong naghahanap sa'yo ngayon dito sa office. May mga bago tayong client na gusto makipag-deal sa atin, at the same team, ay palagi din pabalik-balik para kunin ang opinion nyo for the upcoming company anniversary.
Layla, tell them to do their work. They have to act according to their position. I don't need to be there every minute to supervise their work.
Na-frustrate si Raiken sa kilos ng mga tauhan. He's busy, but he wants to devote this time to Athea. With the company anniversary approaching, he wants to host another event for the company's promotion. Last time, they made headlines, and he wants that to happen again. After a few days of rest, Athea decides to return to work. Ayaw pa sana ni Raiken pero she insists. Sabay silang pumasok using Raiken's private elevator. Palabas si Athea sa office when Raiken receive a call from Layla that Lois is looking for him, kaya he holds her not to come out at siya lang ang lalabas. Lately di niya nagustuhan ang kilos ni Lois. Halatang gusto siyang akitin.
What do you need? Make sure that's worth my time.
Raiken, I have a proposal to make regarding this coming event. Can we talk about it in your office?
Napapakunot ang noo ng lalaki sa narinig. Sino ang babaeng ito para umasta ng ganun? No one demands him on something.
No, it's fine here. Tell me everything about it.
Bakit di sa office mo? Are you hiding something in there?
Raiken didn't like the way she said it. He looked at her closely, without blinking. It was time for this woman to know her place. Nakita niya ang takot sa mukha nito.
What is it to you? Who are you to ask me that? You're just an employee here. Learn to put yourself in place. Now tell me about your proposal. I'm a busy person.
I am thinking of contracting these people to work with us. They have a good reputation for organizing big events, and they are good at their jobs.
Raiken just listened to all she says. Pero malapit na siyang sumabog.
Louise, the event is fast approaching, and you're only starting to plan it now? Do you really understand your responsibilities? And why do we need to hire another company to organize the event? Are you saying you're not competent enough to do your job? If we're going to outsource it, then what's the point of having you and your team?
Nakita niya ang pagkataranta at pagkahiya ng babae. Dapat lang dahil sayang ang panahon na binigay niya dito, and he heard a lot of complaint about her.
Raiken, we are waiting for your approval. Palaging kang wala.
He was disappointed by her actions. It seems wala siyang alam sa kanyang trabaho, and possibly her subordinates cannot act on their own as she is the leader. Nagmamagaling pero puro utos lang ang alam.
Call your entire team to the conference room now. I want this issue to be fixed. And next time, if your team has a proposal, make sure everything is detailed and well presented. Submit it to the executive department for evaluation, and they will present it to me for final approval. What you did just now was bypass your superior. Learn to follow the process. It seems you don't know your job.
Then umalis si Raiken sa harapan ni Lois. Di porke anak siya ni Mr. Perez, para na siyang sino kung umasta. He is the owner of the company. What he have given to Perez is just a small percentage, as his respect, at pwede niyang bawiin yun anytime kung di naman deserve. Sa kabilang banda, rinig ni Athea ang malakas na boses ni Raiken sa labas, pinapagalitan si Luis. Ganun pala talaga ang lalaki pagdating sa trabaho, perfectionist. Feeling niya nakaganti na sila ni Layla sa mga pananakit at pang-insulto nito sa kanila. Pagpasok ni Raiken sa loob, Athea hold him para kumalma. He just kisses her forehead. Nagpaalam na si Athea para mag-report sa trabaho. Pero biglang natigilan, Upon seeing Lois outside waiting for her, bigla siyang kinabahan dahil sa titig nito.
So, ikaw pala yung nasa loob kanina. Anong itinatago niyong dalawa? Pwede ba, Lois? Mind your own business. Di tayo magkaano-ano for you to ask that at wala akong atraso sa'yo para pakialaman mo ang buhay ko. Malalaman ko rin yung sekreto mo at di ako mangingiming ibunyag iyon sa laha. Hintay ka lang.
Banta pa ng babae pero di niya pinansin. Marami na siyang iniisip para dagdagan pa. Dumating ang anniversary ng company. Marami ang inimbitan para dumalo. Lahat ng employee pwede magdala ng +1 sa event. Sa penthouse siya magbibihis dahil sa Regan Hotel gaganapin ang event.
You look absolutely gorgeous in that dress. I wish I could be your escort tonight to show everyone that you're with me, that we could be together freely, enjoying the night without judgment. I'm so proud of you and of what we share.
Hayaan mo na, ang importante na riyan ako. Nakikita ka sa event kahit tayo lang ang nakakaalam.
Nauna siyang bumaba kay Raiken para walang makakahalata. Pero nagulat siya ng pagdating sa event kasi nakita niya si George and her parents present in the occasion. Nasa front row pa, she can't remember telling them about this event.
Anak, nakabihis ka na pala. Saan ka ba galing at di ka na umuwi ng bahay? Hinihintay ka namin kanina para sabay na tayong dadalo.
Sorry ma, di ko alam na dadalo pala kayo. Sino po ang nagsabi sa inyo?
May dumating na invitation kanina, dala ni George. Kaya dumalo na kami ng papa mo, kasi bihira lang maka-attend ng ganito. Saan ka ba galing at saan ka nagbihis?
Dito na kami nagbihis ma. May binigay na room ang management para sa amin para gamitin na bihisan. Isa lang kasi ang may-ari ng hotel at tinatrabahuan ko. Pero wala kasi akong alam na may invitation kayo kaya di na ako umuwi.
Umupo si Athea katabi ng mga magulang, kasama si Leslie. She looked at George na tahimik lang sa isang tabi. Di niya kinausa. The program started. Si Raiken ang nag-opening remarks. The way he stood in front of everyone spoke of class and authority. A dignified person ika nga. Magaling talaga siya magdala sa sarili. Mas lalo siyang napahanga at maski ang mga magulang humanga sa kanya. Athea messaged Raiken regarding sa pagdalo ng mga magulang at ni George. The event runs smoothly. Visitors congratulate Raiken. Maraming kliyente ang nag-commit sa company. Then, Raiken came to the stage to officially declare that the program had ended and that the happy hour would start. Lahat nagsigawan na, which means everyone can dance, drink, and party all night. Suddenly the happiness died when something playing in the big screen. Lahat napapatanaw, nabibigla sa nakikita. Different photos ang lumalabas dun. Bigla siyang nanghina. Their secret was revealed. It was her and Raiken na umalis ng office na magkasama. There were footage na he helps her get on with the car and hinalikan siya nito. May picture na magkahawak kamay na naglalakad pa basement. May picture na pumapasok sila sa private lift na magkasama. There's one na magkahawak kamay sila galing sa bigain and a photo that he's hugging and smiling at her. Lahat napapasinghap sa nakikita. Napatulala si Athea habang nakatingin sa screen flashing all their photos together. Paano sila nakuhaan ng ganun nang di nalalaman? Until he heard Raiken's voice roaring inside the hall.
Turn off that monitor. Who put the pictures on the screen?
Sigaw nito sa mga tauhan at look at her na may pag-alala.
Athea, anong ibig sabihin nito? Bakit kasama mo ang iyong boss sa lahat ng pictures sa screen?
Di makahuma si Athea. Nanginginig na kaba at takot habang nakatingin sa mga magulang. She looked at George. Nakita niya ang paglagaiti ng mga bagang at nakakuyom ang mga kamay.
Matagal mo na ba akong ginagago, Athea? Siya ba ang dahilan kaya ka nag-file ng annulment? Dahil may relasyon kayo ng boss mo.
Sigaw ng lalaki pero di siya pinansin ni Athea. Her focus was on her father, nasa mukha ang galit.
Ma'am, sir, please hear us out. We can explain everything.
But bigla na lang sinuntok ni George si Raiken sa panga. Napapadapa si Raiken. Rinig niya ang pagsigaw ng lahat. May commotion pero di niya naalintana. Her mind was with Raiken, George at mga magulang. Nang nakabawi si Raiken, he faces George and wanted to fight back but Athea stopped him. Nagtagisan ng mata ang dalawang lalaki. Kinabahan si Athea sa sitwasyon. Leslie tried to calm her. Dinaglon Raiken's bodyguards came and tried to ease the tension. Waltz tried to calm his friend, reminding him about Athea.
Siya ba ang lalaki mo? Ang dahilan ng iyong pakipaghiwalay.
Sigaw ng papa niya at dinuro si Raiken. Kitang-kita ang pamumula sa mukha kahit gabi na. Galit na galit ang expression.
Pa, please kumalma ka, wag magpadala sa gali. Magpapaliwanag ako.
Wala akong anak na malandi. Wala akong anak na nagbibigay sa akin na kahihiyan.
Sabi ng ama while holding his chest, baka sa mukha ang sakit. Kaya mas lalong natakot si Athea. Then he slowly fall into the ground kaya napapasigaw siya. Buti na lang nasalo ito ng mama niya.
Papa, anong nangyari sa'yo? Rayken, please tumawag ka ng ambulansya.
Layla called the ambulance right now and then asked the hotel medical aid to be here. No one is leaving the room until I know the responsible of this chaos.
Sigaw ni Rayken sa lahat, kaya agad kumilos ang mga security para bantayan ang lahat ng pintuan para walang makaalis.
Magbabayad ka din sa ginawa mo, sa ginawa nyo. Ipakukulong ko kayo.
Then go ahead. Just make sure you don't mess it up. You know deep down that you no longer have any right over her. You've been separated for a long time, ever since you left and abandoned her to be with someone else.
Dagundong boses ni Rayken pabalik kay George, rinig buong hall. Nagsukatan ang dalawang lalaki. Lahat sa kanila pa rin nakatingin at di makapaniwala sa nasaksihan.
Rayken, tama na yan. Please tulungan mo ang papa ko.
Dumating ang nurse at ibang medical aid ng hotel. Ang mama ni Athea ang nakaalalay sa amang nakaupo sa sahig. Aktong bubuhatin ni Rayken ang ama, pero tinakwil ito ng papa niya. Si George nasa isang sulok di tumulong.
Babe, just calm down, please. Think of our baby. You have been spotting last time because of stress. Don't worry. The ambulance is on the way, and the hospital is ready to accommodate your dad.
Wika niya Rayken, di alintana kung mariinig man sila lahat. Athea saw how worried he is for her. Dumating ang ambulans, kinarga ang ama. Gustong sumama ni Rayken, pero di niya pinayagan baka mas lalong magkagulo. Gulong-gulo siya sa pangyayari. Paano nauwi sa kaguluhan ang masayang event kanina? Somebody had planned this. Bakit andun ang mga magulang at si George bigla?
Lord, ito na ba ang karma ng aking kasalanan? Hindi ko naman ito sinasadya. Please, gabayan mo pa rin ako sa kabila ng aking pagiging makasalanan. Please, Hail my Father, make him get through this. Give us light amidst this darkness.
Who revealed their secret? What will happen to Athea and Rayken now that their relationship is out in public? Can they handle the legal consequences and scrutiny from those who once admired them? Find out in the next episode.